say that we are. This is Rock Nation. Pledge your allegiance.
We gonna run this town.
All right, what's up, everybody? Oh, looks like we have an echo. How's it going, everybody? Didn't work. Hit it again. Try that again. We good? Oh, all right. Hopefully you all can hear us. Back at it, another Thursday night. Got Ashley over here behind the computer. If you have any questions, you know what to do.
Hi, guys.
You know, I didn't set up the StreamYard. You click right here. Add that, and then just type in StreamYard giveaway. So yeah, if you guys want to go ahead and hashtag Lime.
I don't think you can yet.
There you go. Right there, you're gonna hit somewhere.
They can't
All right,
do
we're
it.
gonna get that set up.
Don't have them do it yet because it won't work.
It won't work. Okay. Cool. There. And then you're gonna want to choose the live stream. Yep. And then hashtag Lime. All right, sorry about that, guys. Tonight we're going to be working on the new the Limeline aluminum hood here. You can see the back of it. So these are just straight aluminum. The size is, tape measure right here actually, 19 by roughly 17 is what we're looking at on this. So it seems like a perfect size to work on. They're slightly smaller than the last ones we had. I felt like the other ones were a little big. But cool stuff we're doing today is I do have some of the new Limeline glow-in-the-dark pigment. And this comes in a powder form with 4 ounces of sprayable clear base coat or inner coat clear. You can just throw it in there, and then it turns it into a liquid. You can see right here I have some of the red mixed up. And then we'll be using like the yellow as well quite a bit. So I sprayed a spray can primer and acid etch on top of this, and then a white base coat on top of that. So that's what we're sitting at right now. It's just a white base coat. In the process of this, I did kind of scuff it up a little bit, and I chipped a little bit of the paint off, but oh, it looks like right here too. Hopefully that's not a big deal. The plan is we got a graphic here that I have, kind of an 80s kind of a style, or once again 80s, 90s style. So I took this off the internet, printed it out on paper, and just cut it straight out of the paper. So this is just 8.5 by 11, and then I laid it on top of the stencil material there, and then sprayed it, and then cut that out. So
They want to know what stencil material you used.
So the stencil material this is new stuff that we're testing, but you can use, you know what it is, right, Ash?
Oracle 631, I believe.
Oracle 631. So this is some other stuff that we're actually testing, and this is one of the reasons why I'm using it tonight, to make sure that there's no residue left or anything on this stuff. But so far, so good.
Where'd you find the font?
The font, I think I just looked up like 80s graphic, and there's a guy named Signal Noise, I think is what it is. And this is just like a graphic that he uses quite a bit, like in some of his 80s designs. And so yeah, I'm just going to use it as like a one-off kind of a thing. He had some other stuff going on. I just liked the way it particularly said that and like this kind of style. So I'm going to be showing you kind of like a negative masking that we'll be doing. So we will be kind of working in reverse, kind of like what we always do, really.
They want to know, is it a base coat or is it like a candy type?
The glow in the dark?
Yeah.
Yeah, the glow in the dark's like a base coat.
And is it sprayable over metal flake?
Yes, but it's going to cover the metal flake. So it's not really meant for that. It's not transparent.
So 4 ounces of clear base on inner coat per jar, correct?
Yes, 4 ounces. Yep. So one of those is going to make 4 ounces. You're going to mix it with 4 ounces. It's going to make like 5 ounces.
And is that something we sell?
Yes. Yep. You can get all that on Amazon. Okay, so right now I have the paper cut out. So I'm not going to use the vinyl cutout now. I'm going to use the paper cutout. So I'm just going to kind of put it in the middle where I'm thinking where I want it, which is, that looks pretty good right there. And hold it down. And then what I have in here is just a light. It's the same white with just a little bit of black drops in it to make it a really light gray. That way I can just barely see. Hopefully it's dark enough. That way I can see where I need to be putting the paint. Let me make sure that's dark enough so I can see it. Oh, I'm going to add a little more black to that because I can't see what the heck's going on.
They want to know if you're going to be using any of your pinstriping skills
Yes, very, very shortly.
tonight.
Not tonight, but very shortly. I almost thought about doing it tonight, but we're pretty packed tonight with what we got. We got some leafing and some other stuff to do. So,
Do you recommend HTE or HVLP gun?
HVLP is what I would recommend. Okay, I darkened this up quite a bit. That way we're able to see where I'm going to be putting the paint here.
When you're painting the panel gas tanks, do you clear coat in between each color of paint, or do you wait until the end?
No, I'll clear coat between a lot of times. You don't have to. If you're like overlapping graphics, sometimes you do need to clear them so you can get rid of that edge. This just kind of depends. Yeah, I've made it a habit. I like to clear coat things in between. And then I'll come back to it the next day, scuff it down, and then be ready to go with another layer. Once you figure out that, the possibilities are endless because you can fix your mistakes. You can add more layers and more detail. Just clear it and then go again,
Are y'all master pinstripers now? How did I do in the class? It was hard. It really is hard. It's definitely a skill and talent
I don't
you have
think
to.
it's that hard. I think it's just it just takes a little more practice.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It's not, you're not going to get it the first try. You have to sit and practice. But everybody did really good. We had some cool people, and it was fun. The weather was so crazy, and so it just dumped. But luckily, I think almost everybody made it safe and sound. So
Almost everybody. Is that how you said it?
Yeah, almost everybody. Roger had a heck of a time, but you know what? He made it. So right on. But it was fun. It was fun to see everybody and to learn that skill. Talent. It's a cool talent to do.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I learned quite a bit myself. But yeah, I'm still practicing. Actually, I went home and practiced like another hour and a half after that because I felt like I didn't quite have enough.
Someone said, "Was she better than Adam?" And he said, "Ashley, you can answer that."
Yeah, you answer. Go ahead.
What were you gonna say? I what?
You let your brush paint kind of dry up into your brush.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah,
I heard him talking about like you have to dip it in the mineral spirits, but
yeah, you got to keep the paint fresh in the brush.
Yeah,
it's like a fountain.
Yeah, I didn't do that, so that was my mistake. But
yeah, I mean, you were doing really good at first, I noticed, and then towards the end, and I'm like, what's going on? And it wasn't flowing right out of the brush.
Yep, that's definitely I think he said every 4th or 5th time dip it in there, and I definitely forgot to do that. But it was fun.
Learning.
We'll just keep practicing and doing more.
That's right.
What was the thinner we were using to thin the striping paint? Didn't touch that part. Or facing. Oh, that was Roger. That was the mineral spirits.
Yeah, mineral spirits. You can get that at like
Home Depot.
Home Depot or anywhere.
Yeah. You guys that were in the class, have you guys been practicing? It was pretty cool.
Yeah, I practiced, like I said, when I got home for another couple hours, but I haven't practiced since then. But I really wanted to make it a priority to at least practice like once a day or something.
Do you ever use small magnets to hold down the stencil?
Yeah, I do sometimes. This is aluminum, so it really wouldn't work in this case. But yeah, I do. And a lot of times I just forget about it.
Is there a way to hide the glow in the dark so it could be similar to like a ghost effect?
There is some glow in the dark. We don't have it, but there is some glow in the darks that are clear. That may be the route you want to go.
Was it cool to meet Mr. Oz?
Yeah, it was awesome. I've met him before.
I haven't ever met him,
We've hung out
but
a few times.
yeah, that was the first time I met him, and he's cool. Yeah, he's a super cool dude.
Yeah.
I enjoyed meeting him. Mike sent you a $20 super.
Oh yeah,
chat
yeah.
and said supply fund.
Thank you.
What is this? A hood for ants?
For ants. I've never heard anything like that before, but okay. It's a mini hood. It's for sorry about that. It's for display or for practice. You can get these on Amazon. Right now they're on sale for I think $38 free shipping, which I mean that's a pretty good deal, really. You know, buy a couple of these and you paint one side. If it looks like crap, flip it around and do the other side. And by that time, maybe you have something you can show your customers or show your mom.
What paint did you use for the pinstriping? We used one shot.
Yeah, we used one. Yeah, we used
And
one.
then
Shot.
what was Mr. Oz doing when he stuck the brush to the window?
He was showing the consistency of how the paint should be, how thick the paint should be. Because if you were to stick it to the glass there and it just runs a straight line, he says that's about the consistency that you want. So it was a cool little trick to see.
He says it basically draws its own straight line.
It does. It just kind of works itself.
They said, where can I find the glow in the dark paint? I'm not seeing it on the Amazon store.
You'll find it in the pigment section in the store, or you can check on my YouTube videos. There'll be an Amazon link there to my affiliate page, which should take you there. If you just type in an Amazon base coat pigments, it should be in that list once you get into one of those descriptions.
Adam, have you ever used dry flake in the past? I asked because I have a small compressor and a small gun, 1.2.
1.2. So yeah, you can blow it on. It's going to leave more texture when you blow it on though, so it's gonna make you have to apply more clear coat to it to get it to smooth out. But yeah, no biggie really.
Roger said he hasn't gotten any paint yet to practice, but he will soon.
It's coming, huh?
Cliff says, Kendra, we're not painting the Harley glow in the dark paint. Laugh out loud. Would the glow in the dark work under candy?
That's you know what, and we actually are going to be putting a little bit of candy over some of the glow in the dark. In fact, these lines are going to have candy over top of them. So yes, it does work. From what I understand, but to be honest, I've never done it, and this is going to be the first time. It's going to be in little small amounts, but we're going to try it out and see.
The Sig P said about the hood for ants. He said it was a Zoolander reference. Laugh out loud.
Okay. Oh yeah, I have seen that.
I have not seen that movie. When I was, my hip has been bugging me, so I went to physical therapy, and he said something about like a cough or something, and he referenced that movie, and I was so lost too.
You've been referenced that movie twice
in the same week. Yes.
Oh, wow.
I know, that's pretty wild. And the funny thing is I literally have never seen it, but he's like, well, I just threw out the funniest punchline, one of the funniest punchlines in the movie, something about a cough or something, I don't know, but he was laughing, and I'm like, not sure what's going on here.
Yeah. Now he says that's actually that's pretty funny.
You were lost at first. You're like,
Yeah,
never
it
heard
was.
that before. And then you're like, oh, okay, that's funny. I'm still lost.
That's okay. We're gonna have to watch that movie now. You got a long flight coming up. Maybe they'll have it on the video.
How can I get my fine line tape to stay down? I made sure I did not stretch it. Go on here has one. And then the power went out, and we thought it freaking blew up our motherboard and our fridge, and it was a nightmare. Nope.
Oh, I'm showing I'm live on here. That's weird.
Is this the line of change?
Okay, I think we're good now. We didn't lose them. And then just go ahead and enter in. Back at it.
Ah. Well, we're here.
That's a little fatter than I was expecting, but that's okay.
You froze in the middle of my question. Let's see if I can find you. Let's see, who was that? Josh Anderson. Let me see if I can find your question again. Well, I got us. Oh, how can I get my fine line tape to stay down? I made sure I did not stretch it, and it still lifted on one corner. I'm hoping I don't have to start over.
You know what? Sometimes you just have to pull it back again. But another thing that's kind of helpful is when you make really tight corners with your, not this, it's going to be tighter than this. You can always take a piece of masking tape and hold that corner down. Like if you're afraid like this is going to come up, just take a piece of masking tape and hold it down so it'll stay down while you're working the rest of your piece. I'm going to do one more just right across right here. And then I feel like that's going to be enough to.
When's the white base coat going to be available?
It's actually getting made right now. It's still going to be a couple of months. We do have some with no label. You just have to send us a message at info@limelinepaintsupply.com, and then we could probably help you out.
What size airbrush tip do you use?
Right now I'm using a 0.4. Wait a minute. Yeah. 0.4. That's correct.
Where can I get a t-shirt?
Oh, good question. Yeah, I was supposed to have that on already. We got the neons or the glow in the dark pigments on there, but we don't have the t-shirts or the hoodies on there yet. By the time I get the hoodies on there, it's going to be spring, huh?
No, it ain't, because I've been hounding you to put them on.
Yeah. Yeah, that's actually my job to do that. So I'm going to need to make sure I do that.
Guys, I've been telling him, so razz him. I got him made finally. Now I got to razz him to get him on. I did make him a long list of things to do today. So that was on there. Hopefully he'll get it soon.
All right, I'm going to take the same light gray, and I'm just going to lightly go over the pinstripes that we laid out.
Do you think beer cans can be repainted over?
What's that?
Beer. Do you think beer cans can be repainted over?
Beer cans?
Beer?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
What's the life experiences for the glow in the dark? Expectancy, maybe, is what he means.
Oh, you know what? There's a lot of variables that comes with that. One of them would be what you're coating it with. You know, what kind of clear coat. Another is the elements that it's going to be up against. Like Is it going to be left outdoors? You know, really with these glow-in-the-dark pigments, it's more of a novelty style paint. Like you wouldn't want to paint the hood of your 96 Corolla with this stuff and you're leaving it outside. Eventually the glow-in-the-dark will not work anymore. It's kind of the nature of the beast. So it's more of a novelty kind of paint. You wouldn't want to, like I said, you wouldn't want to paint a car. You probably wouldn't want to paint your whole motorcycle. But if you wanted to add a little bit of something here or there, I don't see any problem with that. As long as you're taking care of it and making sure you're coating it with good clear coat. But we're going to be putting this to the test more and more as we go along. You know, I'm not an expert by no means. I'm just a tester. So that's what we're going to do.
Roger said, met up with some biker buddies riding Sunday, and they were already talking about having me striping on their bikes.
Yeah.
Great.
That'd be
Nice.
awesome.
Jordan said, that's some neat information. I've been practicing pinstriping on my own, and I always feel I thin my paint too much and get frustrated and think I'm just not a pinstriper. Laugh out loud. Just keep practicing.
Yeah, it really is. It's about practicing. Even after I practiced that extra hour or so afterwards, I felt like I got a lot better. Even though towards the end I started to get frustrated again. I'm like, okay, I'll just put it away. It's probably enough for today. But a lot of it's just, I feel like just not cleaning the brush and making sure that you're keeping new paint in those bristles.
Oh man, Swampy said, still recovering from pneumonia, so I didn't get to practice as leafing. Dang it. Sorry that you're feeling under the weather. That's no fun. I was hoping you could get to it and report back how you thought it went. But hopefully you're on the up and up and feeling better.
Okay, so yeah, I just peeled all that off because we're going to be adding the first color of glow in the dark. So let me grab a drink because I am parched.
The Fat Lack won the t-shirt. He said, I got my t-shirt the other day. Thank you. Very soft.
Yeah.
Oh, God, you like
That's
it.
a good t-shirt. Okay.
Thanks, Darren, for blessing me. I sneezed a while ago. I'm trying to catch up on all these, but thank you. Adam's slacking on all honeydew lists.
Oh, yeah.
Speaking of beer, what are you drinking tonight, Ashley? Oh, you don't want to know. It ain't anything fun. Just the good old water again.
There's water.
Don't you worry. I'll be back. I'm going on vacation, so I'll be drinking a lot of wine, I'm sure. If I only have an airbrush, what's the best way to lay 2K clear? Do I have to wait to invest in a big gun setup? Same question for inner coat clear and base coat.
Inner coat clear and base coat, same thing. If you're going to be using a bigger gun, you kind of do need a bigger capacity compressor. And no, your airbrush won't spray clear coat. It's not just meant. It's only meant for more detail. So yeah, you do need to upgrade to at least a minigun to be able to do that. But we do have a new minigun that's coming out that we're going to be able to run off of a much smaller compressor. We'll also be able to dial it down so we can do some detail with it as well. So in the future, we're going to be doing less with the airbrush and more with a mini paint gun. But we'll see about that.
Roger said the shirts are sick. I wore it home Sunday. Yeah, you guys that came to the class, you were lucky enough to get one. Roger said I can paint an airbrush, but can't keep a steady hand to paint a straight line. Yeah, that's tricky. I wonder if the clear glow in the dark would work on top of metallic silver base coat on a crystal effects paint job.
It's not really transparent, so anything you're going to put it on top of, it's going to cover. All right, let's make sure this is pretty clean here.
Cliff said you haven't replied to his work on Instagram.
What? I don't know about that. Let's see. Oh
Jeremy,
yeah, sorry about that. I haven't seen anything.
either that or he sees a million things, but he's usually pretty good to follow you guys. Maybe it's because I'm hounding him with this honey to-do list. I'm stressing
Yeah.
out on all angles, huh?
Yeah, I just can't keep up really.
Jeremy Diamond said, I'm wearing my shirt right now. They are really soft.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was good to see you guys there. Hi, Carrie. We missed you last week. I heard you were planning for a baby shower, though, so how stinking fun. I'm excited for you. How much longer till the mini paint gun comes out?
Oh, it's gonna be like 3 weeks. Okay, there we go. God, man, this airbrush was clogged up like crazy.
Does that happen to be the one you had at the class?
Yeah.
Taylor actually accidentally ran her leg into it. Did she maybe bend?
No, it's okay. It's okay. It's just kind of clogged. All right, so I'm just gonna follow the original. Go. Hopefully, I can line that stencil up correctly. I was hoping not to have such a dark line, but I don't know. Hopefully, I can get that lined up correctly. We'll see.
Big Country says Ashley's been a slave driver. We feel your pain, Adam. Hey, someone's got to keep them organized.
Yeah, I'm worn out.
Will shirts be added to Big Cartel website too?
Yes, and I've been slacking on that Big Cartel website. It's missing the filter balls, and it's missing a few other things too that we have.
And Shopify. I had to tell him today that the glue was out.
Oh yeah, the glue. I accidentally was out of the glue. What's going on here? That's not the right lid. Here we go.
If painting a new motorcycle helmet that is flat black with graphics from the factory, what? Sorry, guys, I kind of have a little cold. Sorry. If painting a new motorcycle helmet that's flat black with graphics from the factory, what needs to be done for prep before the paint?
Same as normal. You're going to clean it. You're going to scuff it down 600 grit or Scotch Brite, and then clean it again, tape it off, and then you're ready to go. You shouldn't have to add a adhesion promoter, but you can if you want.
What is a good way to fix a needle in TG? He can't hear either. We both have been sick, and so it's been hilarious at our house. And my daughter's like, "You guys are stressing me out."
What is it? What do you want?
We both are kind of sick, and so he can't hear me, and I can't really hear him, and so we're talking back and forth. I'm like, "Oh gosh, please don't tell me this is what 30 years is going to be like." That is not fun. So it's been quite funny over here. He asked, "What's a good way to fix a needle in TG?"
Needle in PG?
TG.
I don't know.
Not sure.
Yeah, I'm not sure what the answer to that is. I'm sorry. I'm trying to get this airbrush to actually function correctly, and it's not working out for me very good.
What is the best way to fix a needle on an airbrush? That's what he meant to type.
Oh. They have a tool called Sharpen Air you can buy, and you can actually straighten them out with that tool. Oh, dang.
Speaking of filter balls, how often should I replace them?
It kind of depends on how much you're going to use them, but if you're using them every day, like all day long. The general rule is like 6 to 8 days. But if not, if you're using them like periodically, I would say like 2 to 3 months.
Chad said, I had the same problem with my airbrush today.
Yeah, sometimes it happens.
So did you say no Thursday paint night for the next 2 weeks?
Yeah, the next 2 weeks. Oh, I will have some other videos coming up, though, so it'll take its place.
Yeah, my birthday's in 2 weeks. Time is flying. It's so crazy. Why does time just fly so fast? Josh said, so we should have 3 weeks worth of giveaways tonight. Laugh out loud.
Well, the problem is we're not going to be here next week. It's our employee, so being able to fulfill those is a little tricky. But I don't know. We probably could figure that out, right?
Probably. Thanks, guys, for all that birthday wishes. My birthday, let's see, Cheese Grits and Eichel says, when's your birthday? My son's is February 3rd. Taking him to Vegas. He turns 21. Hey, I'm turning 21 too. And my birthday's February 1st. February's a good month. What's the temperature in the room?
It's pretty hot out here right now, right?
No,
We're about at 70 degrees.
it ain't hot, but it's fine.
Well, I'm burning up right here, probably because my airbrush wasn't functioning correctly.
You're stressing.
Yeah.
Thanks, guys, for the birthday in advance wishes. I love my birthday. Everybody knows that. All my friends, everybody. I always say it's the one day that it's actually all about me. So I love it. Thanks, guys, for all the birthday wishes. February 28th. Wow. February 7th. February 3rd, and his son's the 25th. The coolest people are born in February. Yeah, mine's February 1st, and my oldest daughter's is February 9th. So it's pretty fun.
One thing with this, to keep this in mind with this glow-in-the-dark pigment, it is pretty heavy pigment, so you have to keep it, every time you pour it in your cup, you pretty much have to mix up your paint again, because it will kind of fall back down to the bottom.
Happy birthday, Austin, on the 3rd, and Shady Vito's is on Monday. Happy birthday, guys. And tell your son happy 21st birthday. How fun. Patricia, February 17th. Happy birthday. The 13th. Wow. Got a lot of February birthdays. My daughter's February is my Valentine. Oh, that's a fun birthday. Thursday nights are all about you, Ash. Not really. But I'm glad to be here. I do like the Thursday nights with you guys. It's fun.
Okay, got it. Whew. All right. Next, let's see. I want to make sure I do this in the right order. Yes.
Adam, did you buy yourself, Ashley, a new bike?
Does she need one?
No, sir. Riel's is February 7th. Happy birthday. Yes. Aquariuses are the best too, guys. Happy birthday to all you February peoples. Wow. I didn't know that there was a lot of people that had birthdays Februarys. For a long time, I just thought it was me and my daughter for a little bit, and then all you guys. So happy birthday to all you Februarys.
A lot of Februarys, huh?
Yeah, there is. Wife's birthday's on Valentine's Day. I probably better plan ahead. Yeah, all you guys on here. Listen, plan ahead. Do something fun for Valentine's Day or something sweet. The wifey's always like that, or girlfriends. There's your tip, your wifey tip.
Where'd my cat go?
What kind of compressor filtration would you recommend? I have a 2-stage 60-gallon tank currently in spraying in a Vivor blow-up paint booth.
Oh, cool. What it all kind of depends on what gun you're using. And what other kind of air tools. But generally, if you're using like air tools and stuff like that, you want a 2-stage pump. So you want to pump with two pumps on it. So it'll have an external motor run to those 2 pumps. That'll fill it up faster. I have some orange, so some orange glow in the dark here. And what I want to do is I kind of want to just splatter the top of this. I'm not sure how I'm going to do it yet. I might just, because you can like pull back on the trigger here. And then there we go. See, it's starting to splatter there. I have to get the camera a little closer. That's what I'm looking for right there.
A little splatter.
Can you see that, Ash?
Yep. Barely. It's kind of hard to see.
Oh yeah, that's looking good. So I'm just pulling back on the trigger to load up the end of the tip right there. And then I'll just hit on the air, turn it on.
Patrick said, Adam, what'd you buy your wife for her birthday? We won't tell. This guy knows I love surprises.
Yeah, we can't let her know.
So we can't know.
Maybe, because we'll be in Portugal when it's her birthday. So it can't be big because it has to go into my suitcase.
It could still be big. You could just put it on paper or something and be like, oh, when you get home,
okay,
this is what it is.
Okay.
And don't forget, February 14th is Valentine's Day, guys. It's coming up.
How many days is that after we get back?
Well, we get back on the 6th, so it's not very many.
Oh, well, I still got days though, right?
Annie's still planning a double birthday party for us on Friday with my daughter. See, this man has a long honey-do list, and he does have a party to plan. He's usually pretty good at gifts and surprises. Again, all 148 of you or so are on here. I'm not sure how many I know you're not all male, but again, another reminder, it's Valentine's Day. Guys, don't forget your wifeys.
Yeah, you got to do something.
Or daughters or girlfriends. Was a busy spring, apparently. What month is 9 months before February? Yeah, it must have been, huh?
There we go. That's going a little faster.
Dorcosaurus won all the glow-in-the-dark pigments a couple weeks ago. He said thanks.
Oh, right on.
To do some experimentation with mixing them with fluorescent paints.
Yeah, cool.
Mr. C. July, they were all making fireworks. So it must have been, yeah, well, maybe so.
A little more right here.
Isaac said Portugal is really nice.
All right. We're looking forward to it.
Yeah, we're going to have a good little vacation. Ash, you get your parking spot back in the garage for your birthday? Oh, yes, I did. I already have it back. You know that wasn't going to last very long. Hey, don't put it all on the men. We like to get stuff also. No, I'm only saying that because men tend to procrastinate. Some men. Hey, I already got my hubby. His Valentine's already done.
Yeah. I saw it.
He's freaking saw it today, and I was so mad at him. But he only saw some of it, so that's okay.
So I'm still taking this orange, and what I'm doing, I'm just blending it from the bottom up. But I want to leave the top part bright.
Carrie, she says her family has a mating season. They're always at the end of the year, November. Her daughter screwed it up because she's going to have a March baby. Well, maybe it'll be a February baby. Haha. She'll be in the cool group like us.
All right, that's looking good. I'm going to go ahead and clean this out. We're going to go with some red.
On your 90 colors, have you noticed the green spraying different from some of the other colors? I was having some trouble with the green. It seemed to be kind of wanting to clump up the nozzle.
You always, if it ever tries to do that, just send it through. They come with these little filters in the pack, little mini filters. Sometimes you need to, especially on these glow in the darks, you need to send them through that.
The filters are key, huh?
Okay, we'll take the red. We'll make sure because once again, this stuff's pretty heavy, so it'll stick down to the bottom. Make sure you keep it agitated. Oh, actually, keep them agitated.
No, we don't like no one agitated. Josh said, I gave my wife a daughter for Valentine's Day 14 years ago.
I like his thinking.
Jay says, the birthdays in my family are sequential. I haven't seen any others like ours. March 17th and August 22nd. Oh, March 17th through August 22nd. Wow. Nate says, maybe I'll buy my wife some silver leaf for Valentine's Day.
There you go.
Well, maybe you should make her something with silver leaf for Valentine's Day. That's probably better. Swampy says, hey, we'll get our stuff done. You don't have to keep reminding us every 6 months.
I thinned that out just a little bit more because it was coming out pretty slow.
Whatever you do, don't get her a new vacuum for Valentine's.
You get a vacuum? Is that what it said?
Don't get her a new vacuum for Valentine's.
I did get you something like that one time.
Yeah, and I didn't really like it. I didn't really like it.
Whoa,
Here, it's your birthday. More shit to clean the house with. Oh, thanks. Assuming if on white base, we can use these like neon colors and have the glow as the cherry on top.
You could. Yes, I think you could do that. You want to experiment though. You need to make sure you have enough on there. It's gonna do something. Man, I did put a whole bunch right there, and it kind of flooded it out. So I need to make sure that's gonna dry.
Shady Vito said, my wife is great at agitating. I'm sure it's not agitating. I'm sure she's just reminding you.
Okay, so I'm going to retape these lines right here that I had before. I'm going to try to go exactly on top of them.
Oh, Carrie, see, you may have a February baby. Is a cricket okay for Valentine's Day?
Ooh.
Yeah, I would think that's an okay gift for Valentine's Day. Yep, I would say so. April 10th is the best birthday, huh, Adam? That's what Jeremy said.
Yeah, that is correct, Jeremy.
Huh?
That is correct.
Huh?
What are you saying?
Huh?
Huh? I said that's correct.
Excuse me? Come again?
Come on. You give me a hard time. I can't hear right now. I don't even know what's going on.
Oh.
My equilibrium's like way off right now. Like I can't even. I'm just hearing. It's like Charlie Brown in my world. I'm just hearing a bunch of squawking.
Oh, geez, yeah, Carrie, that's scary. Tell your daughter, knock it off. You got to keep that baby in a little longer. Swampy said, yeah, you really should strain pigments before putting them through the airbrush. What?
Yeah, especially the airbrush. And make sure they're mixed up really good. I haven't liked to put them in those little bottles that we have that have the marble. Little touch-up bottles. Keep them mixed up in that pretty good. Oh, let's make sure this stays down right here. So we do have kind of coming up right there. Like I was talking earlier, when something wants to lift up like that, you can always just take a piece of masking tape. And you can hold it down. Since we did spray this base coat on there with the airbrush, it forms some like a texture to it. So the tape has a little bit harder time sticking to that rather than the white base coat that we sprayed with a gun.
Whoa, that's crazy. Jay says the birthdays in his family go March 17th, April 18th, May 19th, June 20th, July 21st, and August 22nd. Right. Hey, that's pretty crazy. That's pretty wild. Ours kind of goes a little like not like that, but we have like mine's the first. But, then it kind of a little bit like that. The first, then we have like the 6th, the 8th, the 9th, the 10th.
It is kind of all right there, huh?
Yeah, kind of weird. Weird how that is. Big Country says, what the F? Do they have a pumping timer?
Oh, sorry about that. Few more lines here. Like I'm just trying to line it up with exactly where I had it before.
Cheese Grits and Michael says he makes his own glow paint by using strontium. I don't even know if I'm saying that right. And clear base coat, got to keep shaking it to keep the particles in suspension.
That's interesting. Yeah, that's kind of how this is too. You really have to make sure you keep it agitated.
Do you want to give something away while you're just taping that? Or
yeah, let's go ahead and do it.
What do you want to give away?
What do you think?
How about those couple glow-in-the-dark colors you're using right there?
Okay.
What is that? Yellow.
Red, orange, and yellow is what we used on this.
Okay.
All right, let's do it.
Let's do it while you're just taping around there. Okay, guys. Oh, what in the world? Nope. Something. Sorry, guys. Something happened. So we're not going to do it yet because all y'all are entered. So let's go back here. And then you guys, everybody just do hashtag Lime again. For some reason, maybe when the internet went out or something, it glitched. So we're not going to draw because that wouldn't be fair. So everybody do hashtag Lime and let's get your names in there again. That was weird. I wonder if it probably because of
I don't
that.
know. Sometimes when you reset it, it kind of does some funky stuff.
Yeah. We'll just let them catch up. Good job. You guys are on it.
Rerun this one.
All right. Should we try now?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right.
Let me get this straightened up. But yeah, go ahead.
Why is it not showing it? Ah! Oh, there it went. Carrie!
Carrie won.
Yay! She hasn't won. She hasn't won before. Whoop, whoop.
There we go.
Sorry, for some weird reason, the dang thing wouldn't let me see to get you guys to show, but at least you got to see it pop up. Dang it.
I gotta trim one more right here real quick.
I messed that wheel spin up. Sorry, I messed the spin up, guys, this time, but congrats, Carrie. Woohoo.
Yeah, congrats. Sorry, I'm like way focused right now.
I can tell.
Yeah, I'm like, okay. There we go.
Yes, well-deserved win, Carrie. Congrats.
Right.
While
Okay.
you're well-focused, should we do another one?
Well, I'm gonna get ready to take this thing down to the booth.
Oh, okay.
And we're gonna spray some black paint.
You want a basket of diapers, Mr. C said. You want glow-in-the-dark stuff. Maybe you can paint something for the baby.
Wait a minute. I'm not. I'm sorry. Go ahead. I'm talking to myself.
Oh, golly. You okay?
Yeah, I'm okay. Go ahead.
What are you saying? I'm not
I don't know.
talking to yourself out loud?
Yeah.
Just interrupting us over
Yeah,
here?
I am sorry. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
I tell you, when he has some messed up ears, shit is going astray over this.
Well, my mind's going 100 miles an hour right now. Okay, because I'm.
Oh my gosh. Breathe.
Okay, go ahead.
Take 3 deep breaths.
Got it.
Okay, good job. All right, good job. Swampy said, turn out the lights for a second.
Oh, yeah, we can do that. We'll do that at the end. That'll be the surprise.
Adam's lost in space. Dude,
Yeah.
I'm telling you, with his ears, he has a double ear infection. He
I can't hear nothing.
He wasn't going to go to the doctor, and I made him go. And the doctor's like, oh, good thing you came. Your eardrum almost burst. So, literally, he can't hear anything. I say his name, and yeah.
Yeah, I don't even know what I'm talking out loud. I think I'm going crazy, really, because there's ringing in my ear, too. Like, for the last 4 days, I've had ringing in my ears when I'm sleeping, when I'm all the time. It's ringing right now. I'm going crazy.
His ears were hurting so bad I had to nurse him. Not nurse him. Nurse him. That was kind of weird. Like nurse him. Nurse his ear better. Oh God, I don't know what I'm saying. Sorry there. Limelight onesie.
We do have some onesies at one point.
Carrie says, I know I haven't won in such a long time, but it's okay. Though I get excited seeing friends win too. Me too, Carrie. Can that be the paint be cleared?
The paint can be cleared? Yes.
Someone said that'll drive you nuts. They're ringing in your ears.
Yeah, I know.
Mr. C said, oh my God, my brother had an inner ear infection and he couldn't even sit up straight, let alone stand. Oh man, that sucks. You're a trooper, bro. Thank you for getting whatever. I don't know what I'm reading. Thanks for helping them, even though you're feeling like you're going crazy.
Yeah, it's okay. I'm fine. Okay, I'm going to try to get this lined up as best I can. Oh, I'm going to guess right there. I used too dark of a paint when I went to register that light gray. You should only have it to where you could barely see it. I'm off a little bit. You can see right there. So I don't know what it's going to look fine, but kind of messed up just saying that.
No, yeah, John, I see you did change your name. Sabantini Custom Paint.
Sabantini?
Sabantini, yeah, because his name is John. I don't really know if I say Sabia. I don't know if I say it right or not. Do you ever use a siphon feed airbrush?
No, I did when I first started a long time ago, and they're hard to clean and they're not really that practical.
Kendra said, must be the season. She thinks she has the ear infection too, in both. Yep, so do I. He got me sick. But I'm not going crazy.
Only me.
The second right was right. Shoot, the second way was right. Okay, Sabin. Sabia. Okay, so was it Sabia or Sabia? John. The second. Got it. Yeah, sometimes names are tricky. Josh says, I have tinnitus, so ringing's normal for me. Someone else said they had tinnitus from the Army for 18 years. Oh, William said that. I've had patients that had that, and I don't know how you don't go crazy.
Yeah, that would be terrible. It's so bad. People have that.
Say be super helpful, Big Country. Thanks. What font is this? Someone asked. I forgot.
It's just something I pulled off the internet, and I just cut it out with just printed it out of paper and then transferred it to the this vinyl decal, removable decal. Cut it out of that. So yeah, this wasn't machine cut; it was hand cut off of a reference. So yeah, see how I was off a little bit right there? I don't know. It'll still look fine. It's gonna. Who knows what it's gonna look like? It's all kind of funky and splattered anyway, so I think we'll be fine.
A lot of these guys have tinnitus or the ringing in theirs too from like the Army or jet engines, they said. being firefighters. Yeah, that'll do it. Not fun.
All right, almost got it here. We'll be running down to the paint booth.
You should try transfer tape.
Yeah, yeah, transfer tape is a good idea. Yeah, but usually I use just what I got, and that's have that 2-inch tape. That works pretty good too, but it is a little sticky. A couple areas I want to make sure that something came up right here. I might need to redo that right there, and then this one right there as well. I'll just take the tape down to the booth with me, and then I'll fix anything down there that needs to be fixed. There we go. Okay. Let me think real quick. Okay. Okay. Flatter. Okay. Yep. I'm doing it right. Okay. I'll take this down. I'll come back to the camera.
I was thinking that too, Lewis. He said sometimes the crystals have to be realigned in your ears, and that's very true. Sometimes that's a helpful trick. Doug says I like to stick the tape to my leg a couple times prior to sticking on the decal. Feels off easy. Jake says I need to try some of this glow in the dark. How was the pinstriping class? It was good. It was good. It was so fun to see everybody and meet everybody and chat and catch up and then practice. Yeah, I think maybe the biggest thing was to kind of get the consistency of the paint down, and then just remembering that you got to kind of keep it, like you have to dip it in the mineral spirits probably like I think he said every 4th or 5th run through, and that kind of keeps the paint flowing. So that's probably the biggest takeaway I learned. And we just used one shot paint for that, but he's super talented dude, and he was a good teacher, and he explained a lot and helped a lot. So I enjoyed it. It was fun. We hope to do some of those again in the future, just more of them too. So
Okay. All right. I'm ready to take them with me. What'd you say? Anything good?
I was just talking about the pinstriping class.
Okay.
There he goes down those sketchy stairs.
Okay, I already put one coat on this, kind of a tack coat. I'm going to go ahead and lay down another coat. Whoa. Okay. Now they can see how that coat went on there. I'm going to go put one more coat on. We'll bring this thing back up there.
If they're on the Amazon Live, when they enter hashtag Lime, are they entered into the drawing too?
No, unfortunately, they're not.
It's just on the YouTube.
It's just on the YouTube, correct.
There you go, Chucky.
You can go ahead and give something away while I'm doing this last coat and bringing them up here.
Okay, what?
Whatever you want, baby.
Yeah, John. Wish you would have came to the class too. It was so good. Ash, do you have the hood Oz painted to show everyone? I don't. Not here at the shop. It's at the warehouse where we had it. But I should have brought it, huh? It was super rad. And then he did a couple and then gave away a couple. And then Adam did a leafing thing. And so it was really pretty cool. All right. Let's see. What should we give away? Five and me, thanks for the $10 super sticker. We appreciate that. Thank you. All right, let's give away. Someone said a leaf kit. I'll ask him about that 1.4 gun. He's down there. I can't see what he's doing. So let's do a leaf kit. We'll give that away. So let's spin the wheel.
Okay.
Hold on, we're gonna do a giveaway here.
Okay.
How do you message on live stream YouTube?
Huh. How do you message? Just in the messages.
There's the winner. Jay. You won the leaf kit. When you were gone.
Congratulations. Leaf kit, okay. That's a good win.
When you were gone, Five and me gave us a $10 super sticker, by the way.
Oh, nice.
And they want to know what gun you were. They want to know what gun you were using.
It was another one I'm testing actually right now. Just a different model I've been testing for the last couple weeks.
Was that the new 1.4?
Nope. It's not even anything I don't think will be added actually. All right. Okay, so I have some of this chameleon. It's just a chameleon metallic that we have up through Limeline. What was that?
Sorry, I read this comment. Five and me said, I used some panty lace to airbrush last week. My wife came in the garage and saw her underpants all cut up, and she was none too happy. Adam's done that with some of my old laundry on a couple of people's bikes, but it was old. Or curtains. Five and me, try curtains, not the underpants. But I don't know, maybe she would be mad about the curtains too.
Yeah, don't do the curtains either, probably.
Bro, he says.
Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and do a little bit of a splatter pattern with this chameleon. So we'll go ahead and take the glass cleaner. And I don't know how well this tape is going to hold up to what we're doing here, but we should be fine. But once we wipe it, I might need to actually redo that tape. We'll see how that goes.
Jay says, have you done an update showing the hood insert on the BMW?
I do have a video coming out. It'll be while we're gone, actually. Let me see if this is going to look okay. Let's let that beat up so these spots get a little bigger. Just let that sit a little bit so they can start to. There we go. Let's dry it off a bit.
Carrie says, I love seeing all the green names here. 5 and B said, you better not say that again. I don't think he meant about the green names. I think he meant about panties. I love seeing all the green names too.
Okay. Go ahead and wipe that down, see what that did.
Smells good.
Does smell good? It does smell good. Kind of did put a texture on it. Okay, yeah. Those definitely are coming up because those were pretty loose.
Swampy said, that does smell good. Shady Vito said, I went to the bathroom and came back to see what looks like glass cleaner sprayed all over. It has a nebula look.
All right, let's go ahead and pull off.
Mr. C gifted 5-time Warp Custom Paint memberships. Right on, Mr. C. Thank you. That's so awesome.
Yeah, thank you.
Who won them? Who got them? Chad says, I have to order some of this glass cleaner to see what this smell is all about. It does smell good. Let's see who got the name change. Thanks, Mr. C. Looks like Cliff. Did he? Who got that? Who got him? Cliff, Doug, Big Papa, Travis, and Josh. Woohoo! That's awesome. I can't see that on my end, so thanks for sharing that, Carrie. So you guys who just got your new memberships, welcome to the membership fam.
Okay.
Jordan said, I was so confused what was going on, but I realized it's like you worked backwards.
Yeah, work backwards. Is that what you said?
Yeah.
So I'm deaf. Yes, kind of working backwards. Definitely working backwards. Sometimes you have to redo stuff as well. Like I'm pulling this tape, and I'll have to realign the tape in a different spot. And the reason why I'm doing this is because I want to put candy paint over the glow-in-the-dark pigment to see what it does. So I'm going to mix some silver leaf and some candy together. So still got a little more work to do to this thing.
Jay says, taking me back to my teens with all this retro lately.
Yeah.
Yes, Adam loves all this retro stuff.
I like the colors.
I mean, one of his bikes is painted in 80s style stuff. So
Okay.
He loves it too.
I feel like we could have had more texture up here and stuff like that, and we could still go back and do that with some stencil work and other stuff, but we'll kind of get the gist of it, I guess.
2 quick questions. Are the Limelight pigment powders all transparent? That's one.
No, none of them. None of the powders are transparent.
And are the examples on the website over a white base?
Yes, except for the chameleons.
Retro's my middle name, says Ricky.
Ricky? Is that what it is, Ricky?
Yep.
I like that.
Chucky here yet? Somebody asked. I don't know.
Okay, here, let's see. That's going to stay the same. Okay, let's go.
Swampy said, me too, taking it back to retro. Peeling the tape's the most satisfying part, whether you're watching someone do it or doing it yourself. Agreed. So maybe I need to just box up all my tins and send them to you. I have zero faith in my skills or the lack thereof.
Oh, come on.
Come on.
You can do it.
You can do it.
But no, really, I can't, though.
Roger said, I forgot to ask Saturday, but where do I find the discount codes for the members?
You should be able to find it in the membership page that's there.
That Josh Hanna has been hanging around here a long time. I'm glad you got one, Mr. C said. Yeah, I love when you guys get that. I think it's so cool. Swampy said, I miss the America I grew up in. Times are different, for sure. Carrie, what are you going to paint with your new glow-in-the-dark paint? Travis said. Looks like the game named Punk. Do you know that, babe? Looks like the game named Punk.
Never heard anything like that.
You and me both, Swampy, said Mr. C. Horseman Custom says, I miss the 80s and 90s. Well, we get some of that back because apparently the 80s and 90s fashion is coming back per my 21-year-old fashionista daughter. So we can pretend like we're in the 80s and 90s. It definitely was a lot of fun growing up, for sure. This is like some 80s, 90s spray painted t-shirts.
Yeah, it's the best. In fact, I hope we see some of that somewhere down by the beach somewhere. Okay, I think we're ready to do this side right here.
William said he's been trying to figure out how to do the membership.
Yeah, you should be able to go to the homepage of the YouTube. And there'll be a spot right there on the top that says become a member.
Jay on here says, laugh out loud. Hi, Ricky. Come over to YouTube. Carrie says she's not, when we asked, someone asked what she's going to paint, she said, I'm actually not sure yet. If it wasn't permanent, I'd be pulling a few practical jokes on my boyfriend, laugh out loud, but now I'll have to think about it. Yeah, if you do, send pictures. I want to see. Big Papa says the 70s were better. I didn't know no 70s.
I got 1 year of it.
You don't know, though. You were just a little one.
79.
Doug says, I feel like the hardest part is trying to figure out how I'm going to fix mistakes.
Yeah, and that's really that's really what it's all about. Like, you'll, especially with this, I make a few mistakes here and there, and then going back and fix them. Just remember, you can clear coat it, and then it's easier to go back and fix stuff.
Justin said it reminds me of the movie Rad. Isn't that one of your favorite movies?
Oh yeah, that's my favorite.
That Adam
That's the only movie I would rent.
and I've never even
rented it. We rented that movie so much.
And I've never seen it. Now that's the movie we should watch because I want to see why you rented the movie. See, it was nothing cooler than going to freaking Movie Buffs or Blockbuster and freaking searching the aisles and figuring out what movie you wanted to watch. I guess Adam always picked the movie Rad.
Or it was either that or American Ninja.
Or American Ninja.
American Ninja was good too.
Jay gifted 5 memberships. Oh my gosh, so awesome.
Thank you. 5 lucky
Thanks,
people.
Jay. That's cool. I wonder who won them. Ricky says Dazed and Confused was good. All right. Now that's a movie I like.
Mm-hmm.
It looks like ATWA, the old skater logo. Do you know what that is, babe? ATWA? I don't either. YouTube short idea. How do I become a member of Time Warp?
Oh yeah, that is a good short idea. Maybe I should do that.
Jason Armstrong. You gave him an idea. Now guess what? I'm adding to his list.
Actually, where's my basket? Here it is. Here. What's going on here? Let's see.
We're showing our age, some of us oh my gosh, some of these youngsters.
Okay, let's lay down some leafing. Took a lot to get to there, right? Felt like it for me. All right, we want to make sure this is really smooth, which it's really not.
It looks like Edward got a membership, but who else did? That's awesome. Swampy said we also had the best music. Agreed. Voltron and Lucky Charms on Saturday morning was the best. Do you know that? What that's
that?
Voltron?
Voltron. Yeah, I think I remember that.
Looks like Mark maybe got a membership too. And William. Whoa, he was the one that was trying to figure it out. Cool. Austin said he wishes he could have experienced all the cool decades. Oh, I lost your freaking comment. Where'd it go?
I'll grab some water real quick down there.
Dang it. Oh, Austin said, I wish I could have experienced all the cool decades. I was born in 95, so I miss all the fun. You got a little bit of the 90s as a baby. Be kind, rewind. Who remembers Garbage Pail Kids? Now that's something Adam really liked too. I did those kind of. 70s had the best music. I do have a 70s playlist that's pretty rad too, so I agree. Even though I wasn't in the 70s. Babe, do you remember Garbage Pail Kids? They said.
Oh yeah, I loved Garbage Pail Kids. We used to the ice cream man that came around the block. He loved Garbage Pail, so you used to be able to trade him cards for ice cream. So the problem is I liked ice cream more than I liked Garbage Pail Kids, so I never could keep them. But I loved them.
BMX Bandits was a good Aussie movie from the 80s. Do you remember that? Do you know? Macho Man reminds me of Macho Man Randy Savage. I never thought of clearing it and covering it up like that. I always knew I had to fix it right then. Yeah. See, you could do it.
Yeah, you wait till the next layer. It's easier. Okay, so I mixed that sizing glue 50-50 with water. Usually I like a smoother surface because all of the paint that we did over this, the base coats and the chameleons and everything, kind of created a texture to this. Generally, I like to have it a little smoother, but we're going to double up the...
Do these paints work on wood?
Yes, they would. It was. I just realized I made a mistake right here. I got to.
Almost everyone's chat's green now. Team crew, woohoo!
Yeah, hold on. I'm gonna have to fix this right here. I actually made a mistake because that would have been wrong.
I just seen Jay gave away 5 memberships too. Dang, thanks Jay, that's awesome.
Yeah,
Carrie
thanks. It's awesome for you to do that.
When the movie Red came out, only one person in the world can do a backflip on a bicycle. He traveled the world showing people. Now you can't even show up at an amateur contest if you can't do one.
Was that dude's name Fuzz? The one that did the backflip? I was one. Does somebody know that?
We'll see. Big Country said, I got a membership. Woohoo!
Yeah. Yeah, there was a big name out of Utah here. I think his nickname was Fuzz. I think it was Fuzz something. Maybe somebody knows. I think he could do a backflip. All right. I used the 1/8 inch tape there when I should have used the 16th inch, and it would have not. Those wouldn't have lined up. Okay, let's fix now.
Debating on ordering a whole set of the lime line pigment powder or just red, blue, and yellow to have fun making my own colors.
Yeah. Yeah, you can do that too.
I also wanted to rebuild the Hell track. What about the California raisins?
Oh yeah.
We had to do skits as kids in our family reunion, and we were the California raisins and had to do a skit. My God, we wore like a garbage bag and white gloves and glasses. Oh my gosh. I remember doing that. Thanks for that vision.
Took you back in time?
So embarrassing. I was so mad that my dad picked that. I'm like, what the hell? Why do I want to wear a damn garbage bag? Look like a freaking wrinkled up raisin. How silly. But my dad was all about the jokes. So what about pogs and slammers? We were just talking about that. Those are freaking, I used to love those things. I'd steal my brother's. Looney Tunes. Rush is the greatest band of all time. Who agrees? I like Rush. You gotta pronounce Aussie as Aussies. Well, I'm a little afraid to say anything with OZ if you don't remember. Just kidding. Jay gifted 10 more memberships. Holy
Damn.
crap. Dang, you on a roll. Thanks, Jay. Swampy, Mr. C agrees with you with the band Rush. I like it too. Let's see if we can get everyone in green, said Jay. Pogs were awesome. The way you flexed as a kid was all about the size of your pog tubes. Seriously, we were just talking about that. Adam says he doesn't really.
No, my brother was into pogs, my little brother. But I don't think I missed it barely.
He's my age, so that's makes sense. But what the heck? You missed out.
Yeah, we were into marbles. I think it was marbles before pogs.
Maybe. Could you Scotch-Brite the areas you were going to leaf?
Yeah, but Scotch-Brite really doesn't smooth it out. Like Scotch-Brite just more like scuffs the surface. But yeah, you could. I'm just gonna double leaf it, and that'll help it out.
Ricky says, I have a full set of those California raisin figures. Well, I was dressed up as one of them. I'm not sure what one.
They all had different names.
Yes. Josh says, remember the paddle balls? You'd playing with them, the string would break, ball would fly, break something, then get your ass busted with the paddle. You know what he's talking about?
I don't know. I think so. The old school was just paddle ball with the.
Damn, I don't know. I don't want to get my butt paddled. That's like in the movie Dazed and Confused. They make those paddles. Yeah.
The spanking paddles.
Jay Knott is the man. Dang, Jay, putting in work tonight. My, how the family has grown tonight. So true. I love it. Super kind of you, Jay. Thanks, Jay. Matt got one, it looks like. The Fat Lack. Thank you, Jay. Eddie Viola is, I guess, in the movie Rad.
Oh, who is it?
Eddie Viola?
Oh.
What you mean? Do you mean his real name or like the TV name, the movie name?
No, there was like another guy. It wasn't the actual dude in the movie.
Crew Jones? How about the movie Gleaming the Cube?
You heard of that?
Uh-uh. Z? What do you mean, Chad? Gleaming the Cube was a good movie. I don't know that. Jay Knott is awesome. Who had a glowworm? I did.
Oh, yes. Those are awesome.
Carrie, Jay has given away 15 memberships so far tonight. Yes, he has. Right on, Jay. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Appreciate
Randy
that.
McKern, thanks, Jay. Yes, California raisins, says Jay. Jose Yanez was the first to backflip a bicycle, and he did it in the movie.
Oh, okay.
Led Zeppelin, love that band. Remember the beer dog Spuds?
Oh, yes.
Yeah, my friend's nickname after that dog. Deep Purple. David Bowie will always be my fave. Oh, I like David Bowie. McDonald's styrofoam boxes. Damn, I don't remember that.
Yeah, they used to have styrofoam boxes. Remember that.
ZZ Top. Oh, yeah. She's got legs. I love that song. ABBA was still a thing in my day.
Abba Dabba. Abba Zabba.
Wolverines. Now that was a movie, not the remake. Happy Meal toys when they were actual toys. Satanic Panic and the PMRC. I don't know those ones. Spuds McKenzie. Yep. AC/DC, best band. Yeah, I do like AC/DC. JJ said we only had rocks and sticks to play with. Hell, who remembers gas under $1, cigarettes under $4 a pack, and you could get a full meal at McDonald's for under $5. I do remember 99-cent gas.
Yeah, I think when I first started driving, we had 99-cent gas.
It was a bouncy ball attached to a wooden paddle with a big rubber band was a paddle. That's what he said. I think I remember that with like a orange colored ball.
Yeah.
And a yellow.
Yeah, it's old school.
I used to take it, but I would hit my brother's head and then back on the paddle. Dalton, he'd get so mad. Who here seen the very first video on MTV? I don't know if I see the very first one, but I used to love MTV. You remember those videos where they would do on MTV where they would do pop-up? Like, oh, I don't remember what they're called, but they would like I don't know if they would like pop up the words or pop up like things about the video on the music video. Do you remember that?
Oh yes, I do.
I used to love those.
Like things about it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, like interesting facts about.
Christian Slater was in the Gleaming the Cube movie. Wow, I liked Christian Slater, but I don't remember that. Swampy says, Big Country, I remember gas for 49 cents. Ah, dang. Pop-up videos. Yes, Gary, that's what they were called. Oh my gosh, I used to love those. Oh, Serene said VH1 pop-up videos. Ricky said it too. Yeah, that's what it was. I freaking love those. Those are so cool. Trade pop bottles in so we could get gas. Huh. I don't remember that. Bruce Jenner was still a man. Yeah, well, that's true. I remember when you could pull $2 out of the ATM. I don't think you can pull out less than 20.
Oh, $2.
Damn.
Holy shit.
I remember we could get 5s at some random. It was like hit and miss ones, but not no $2. Oh my gosh.
$2. That's great.
Friday nights consisted of calling people to ask if the refrigerator was running.
Yeah.
We did some weird stuff where we would call, like if we liked a boy, but we didn't want to tell him who we were, so we would like block our name, which I don't know why the hell this made
Like star 69 or something.
Yeah, and then you just play like a song of a part of a song that you liked and just let it play and then you hang up. I don't know why the hell we did that because they didn't know who the heck we were.
I never got calls like that.
You didn't get calls like that?
No, I didn't get no calls like that.
We'd play like it's gonna sound so funny, but like we do find it, whatever. We had a boy we liked or whatever, and then like for example, we played that song "Freak Me, Baby," and we just played that and then hung up. I don't know why the hell we did that. And then,
No, I didn't never got that.
you didn't get any calls like that?
Like, well, I'd be like, what the hell? If I did, I'd be like, I don't know, maybe I did, but I'm just like, who in the hell?
Oh gosh, I don't know. Maybe I was the only one that did that. But I got song calls. Let's see if did anybody else do that. Let's see if they say that. Video killed the radio star. I like that song.
Yes. That was like one of the first songs on MTV, isn't it?
Beavis and Butthead on MTV.
Go, Beavis and Butthead.
Video killed the radio star was the first video.
Oh, okay. Yes.
Oh, okay. That's cool to know. Ren and Stimpy. My dad would watch that. I didn't really like that. I remember when MTV came out because cable was new. Also in the very early 80s, all those scantily clad women dancing in the videos was the attraction. Jay and Silent Bob. Yeah, I used to watch them. Remember when Pepsi gave away free sodas on their lids if you were lucky?
Oh, yeah.
I do remember that.
I remember you used to be able to, if you look like, you could like turn it like sideways, and you could look under the cap and you could actually see if you were going to win or not. So we used to go into the Maverick by our house and we could tell, like, we would just find the ones that could win.
Oh.
We had so much soda.
Luke and Laura's wedding. I don't know that. How about clackers? I remember that. 2 balls on the string that you would slam together and sometimes it'd get your hands and it would hurt.
Oh, yeah. Remember that.
Zima.
Ooh, Zimas. I could go for a Zima right now.
I used to love those. We used to just, well, I wasn't old enough, so we'd kind of get them from our parents or illegally take them or whatever. And then we'd put Jolly Ranchers in them and it would flavor them. So, like, you'd have watermelon Zima, cherry Zima. We used to do that all the time.
You were making those drinks, the seltzers, before they were even
Yeah, we were.
invented,
Huh?
huh?
We were. We'd take them from like my mom or dad. And then, yeah, we.
The truth comes out.
Yep. I missed illegal cable, the red button in the back of the box.
I've heard that. Okay, let me get the brush and we'll clean this up.
Carrie said that she pranked a lot too. Did you ever play songs, Carrie? For like I did, I don't know what the heck. Remember the 1-800 chat line? Everybody just talked shit to each other. I do remember that. Clear Pepsi. I do remember that too. Oh my gosh.
Clear crisp Pepsi? Is that what you said?
Clear Pepsi, yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that was big time. That was
Fast Times at Ridgemont High. I've heard of that, but I don't think I ever seen it. Silk. Yeah, that's who sang that song. Did any of you guys ever get a call like that? Or did I? Was it only over here, my friends? Or I don't know what the hell. No one said they have.
I think it's just you.
Road Rules. Oh, yeah, I remember that.
So it was a little bit textured before. If the surface was smoother, these turns would be a little bit more brilliant and more shiny. Still turned out pretty good. I'm still happy with it, but once again, the smoother the surface, the better results you're going to get when it comes to spinning.
'80s Michael Jackson was a brother still. I miss Michael. Night sat. Oh, good night, John. He's going to bed.
Ooh, there we go. That looks good.
Weekend at Bernie's. Remember Mag Dog 2020?
Uh-huh.
Don't squeeze the Charmin. Chocolate Soldiers drink. Every man from the 80s remembers the pool scene from Fast Times at Ridgemont High. I never saw that movie.
You've never seen that movie? I've seen it, but I don't really remember it.
Well, if you did, you shouldn't.
Oh, bless you.
No, excuse me. You shouldn't forget about that pool scene.
Maybe I didn't see it then.
Big Trouble Little China. I remember my cousin Chad, I think, used to watch that. Did you only spin one way when spinning a leaf?
You can spin both ways. But yes, I did.
Jake said, I need to get one of your spinners.
Yeah, we actually have two different ones. I used the 1 inch there. We also have the 1/2 inch.
Skate or Die and TNC Surf. That's what Cheddar said.
I love Skate or Die. Are you talking about the video game?
I don't know. See what he says. Completely off topic, but what makes the paint glow in the dark? Does it have to be in the light to kind of charge it?
It does, yes. Yep. It's just going to, it has a pigment in there that holds a charge. And it'll hold a charge for like, it kind of depends on how long it's in the light. But it'll hold a charge for about 10 minutes. But after about 5 minutes, you can see it start dying down.
Mad Dog and Boone's Farm. So many bad mornings. Oh, I remember I used to drink a lot of Boone's Farm. That was good. It's so satisfying to watch or do spinning. Fun fact, it's not actually called Mad Dog 2020. Tom Petty and Pearl Jam. Oh yeah, I love both of those. Ferris Bueller's Day Off. Gnarly. Bless you. Thank you. What? You don't remember the girl coming out of the pool in the red bikini?
I don't know. Maybe I didn't see the movie then. Am I
Pool
supposed to?
scene, man. Sean Penn orders a pizza to class. Legendary. Her red bikini in the pool scene. Spicoli. Yeah, I have a pair of Vans that are high top black and white checkered Vans, and when I used to go to the social worker would always say that Spicoli, so maybe they wore those shoes or something. Do you spin both ways? You spin both ways. Laugh out loud.
That's some personal questions there.
Hey buds, let's party. Cheddar said, yeah, those were games.
Oh yeah, see, I'm
Skate or Die, the video game. 7. Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure. Yeah, we did watch that a few times too. Pagers. Oh yeah, we were talking about that the other day. I had a concert ticket for Leonard Skinner dated the day of the plane crash.
no way.
That's swampy. Wow, that's crazy. Mr. Spicoli. Laugh out loud. Yeah. Mr. C, did he wear like checkered shoes or something? High tops or he just would always tell me that. I'd wear them with my black scrubs and then he'd say, oh, there's Spicoli. What about Wayne's World?
Love Wayne's World. Good stuff. Garth really made that movie though. I mean Wayne is okay.
Doc Martens. I still have Doc Martens. Weird Science, Howard the Duck.
I tried to get the girls to watch Howard the Duck and it's weird.
Jinko jeans. I used to have those. I could fit my math book in the back pocket. We used to think that was pretty funny. Checkered Vans. Okay, so Miss McCoy must have wore checkered Vans. That's why you call me that. I wish Zemo was never mentioned. Thinking about it is making me sick. 15 years ago, 15 years old and down to 6-pack in an hour and a half. I was sick as F. Had to go to school the next day. Don't drink under 21. Yeah, bad idea. Jinko jeans. Wow, those were big. Hey, you know what? I actually saw some kids wearing Jinkos literally probably last month. No joke.
Oh yeah, Jinko's back, baby.
Swatch watches. Boo boo. Bell bottom jeans. See, I'm telling you, all those things are coming back. No Fear t-shirts. Oh yeah, I remember those. Spaceballs and the Goonies. My dad made me watch Spaceballs. I think that we can all agree that most of us have seen Princess Bride, and if you haven't, you better go watch it because that's a good show. Have you seen that, Dave?
No.
The Princess Bride with the big, what?
I don't
With
think so.
The Zorro like dude, and like the big giant. The giant is in it,
Mm-mm.
and I think the giant was like a wrestler or something. I think
Oh, Andre the Giant?
he has like brown curly hair. He was
Whoa.
literally is a giant, and he like talks like, oh my gosh. You have never seen Princess Bride?
No. I thought that was the one with the frog.
No, from the 80s movie, Princess Bride.
Mm-mm.
Oh my gosh, I'm gonna have to show you that because I used to freaking love that show.
No, I've never seen that.
Big Johnson shirts, yeah, people got in trouble for wearing those in school. Starter jackets, blazing saddles. Oh my gosh, my dad made me watch that movie so many times. Inconceivable hyper-colored shirts. Those were cool. Yeah, I was actually looking at trying to get some of those to sell for us. Those hyper-colored shirts. They're kind of hard to find now, but I was looking in them. Yeah, it was. It was Andre the Giant that was in there.
Oh, okay.
Babe, that's a good show. Corduroy pants. I had corduroy overalls. I begged my dad to get those because they were Calvin Klein and they were so much money and we were poor as hell. But he bought me them. Oh yeah, my name is Serene. I can't remember how to say it. You killed my father. Prepare to die. Yes. You never seen that movie? And he's like all in black. Oh my gosh, that's it.
I have not seen it.
It's so good. I'll have to make you watch it. I had a Jenko ad pop up in my feed a couple days ago. $200 a pair on the website. Oh my.
OG. Gotta pay the money. Okay. Go ahead and throw some sizing glue.
Ash, you gotta force him to watch it. I am gonna.
Might have to take my eyes open.
Serene said, dude, you're missing out. Watch it. Seriously, it's so good. Woohoo, showing the love. Reebok pumps.
Oh, I love those. That was my first good pair of shoes. I had a black pair. Love those things.
I remember my brother's one of those, and again, we were so poor. We got the Payless brand, and my brother was so pissed. He was so mad because that's what he wore to school. And he came home and he was so mad at my dad. Oh, mood rings. So yeah. There's a company in Hawaii that makes those. Yeah, I went into there. It's called Del Sol. When we went to Maui, we went in there, and that's where I was like, oh my gosh, I love these shirts. Caddyshack. Yes, my dad made me watch that. That's funny. Atari, LA Gear shoes with the lights. Cheech and Chong, Pet Rocks. Princess Bride is the only movie ever made where girls and guys both say that movie is awesome. It is good. How far away are you spraying that sizing glue?
I would say like 6 inches or so.
Footloose. Love that show. Nobody puts baby in the corner. Lincoln Logs. When UFC was bare knuckle and didn't have weight classes. Oh, brutal.
They didn't have weight classes? That's crazy.
Oh. If you got the hyper-colored shirts, you had to have some Guess or Z Cavarici jeans to go with them. Oh.
Yeah.
Yes, I remember that. And I did get one pair of Gerbots. I love those. When you spray the glue down, are you just checking for a decent tacky fill?
Yep, making sure it's not too wet still, pretty much.
As you wish. Gosh, I'm making him watch that movie. We had the air pump shoes, which, let's be honest, didn't make you jump any higher. False advertising. Did your high school have smoking sections for students?
They had the parking lot.
Yeah, the parking lot crew. I was part of all kinds of crew. I had parking lot crew friends. I had jock friends. I had nerd friends. Oh,
Nerd friends.
I did.
You see it?
They were nerds. They were dorks. I'm not lying. And then I was friends with the jocks, the cheerleaders, the smart kids.
Wasn't that the same as the nerds?
No, there was nerds, and then like
Oh,
sugar
okay.
eater nerds, and then there's like smart kids, and then like student government. I was friends with all.
Well, that's good. I didn't have any friends. No, not true. I had some. But not like you. It doesn't sound like.
Someone said, Chucky, is that you from Amazon? Revenge of the Nerds movie. Andy Griffith. Faces of Death movie.
Oh.
We could smoke in the courtyard. Oh my God. We had a smoking section at school. Serene said, I was a jock nerd. See, I was friends with everybody. I didn't even know what group I was in. I was just I had lots of friends. I was a hippie nerd redneck, says Ricky.
Hippie nerd redneck.
I was probably friends with you, Ricky, in high school. I was friends with everybody. Remember McDonald's had ashtrays? I do remember that.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Remember we could smoke in restaurants too? Oh my gosh. Ugh, so gross. All my friends had Nikes, and I wanted a pair bad, but we were broke. Our local grocery store had knockoff Nikes, so I saved up for them. I finally bought a pair, and they lasted less than a week. Aw. That's sad. I know the feeling. Carrie, me too, Ash. I was friends with everyone, but my main group of friends were the freaks, as it was called back then. I was friends with the freaks, too.
A little bit of air leak there. Oh, there we go. That taken care of.
You were a social butterfly. Well, I was shy, but I was friends with the skaters. I was friends with the gangsters that wore Ben Davis. I wore Ben Davis. I wore skater stuff and listened to 311. Every once in a while, I see ashtrays in the airline seats. Yeah, that's wild. Trying to think of that. Crazy. Mr. C said, that's what we had, Carrie. Freaks, jocks, and nerds. Well, I do have to say, our group of friends are way cooler than the friend group now. They have furries. Furries who, like, think they're animals or something, my daughter says. And they have, like, litter boxes in the bathroom or something. I don't know. Maybe I would have been friends with a furry, too. So maybe I shouldn't say nothing about that.
Yeah. I don't talk about the furries.
Don't talk about
Might have a
furries.
homework lawsuit.
Darren said I had friends in all groups also, but was never what I considered popular. The ashtrays at McDonald's were the best frisbees. Oh, man. You could still smoke in theaters and grocery stores. Oh. Isn't that so weird? Freaks are the best, said Buddy. .311 was so good. I still have some of their albums, CDs. I love CDs.
Let's see. Do I got it here? I'm missing something.
Sublime still sounds good to do today. Yeah, I like Sublime too. Jay said, don't think we had freaks. Those were probably the goths. Come on, let's be real. Aren't we all a little bit freaky? mini jukeboxes on the restaurant tables. Do you have to double leaf all the time, babe?
Not necessarily, no. If you want it to be near perfect, it's a good idea.
Where I'm from, ain't leaving bikes in front of the house. I wish. Oh my gosh, we used to love that. You just go to your friend's house. Everybody's bikes would be there in the yard, just laying on the grass. Swampy said I was the only guy in school who rode a Harley.
Wow.
So that's cool.
That's badass.
Anyone just have the crazy speakers that did nothing but hit crazy bass?
Yeah, that's how mine was.
Yeah, that's how his truck was. I had a friend who had so much bass that in his speakers he'd sit in the back of his truck and my hair would, and I have thick, thick hair, and it would literally blow up, like fly up. It was so crazy. Your body was just literally bumping from so much bass. When you could leave a gun in a gun rack that was in the window of your truck in high school parking lot and nobody batted an eye. I remember that. So true, huh? Carrie said exactly, Jay. Back in the day, it was skaters, goth, artsy, all considered freaks in my school. Mr. C said, I drove a Jeep.
The Jeep Club.
I used to want a Jeep so bad.
Yeah, me too.
The boom boxes, they just got bigger and bigger. But he said, we still have one restaurant bar you can smoke in here in my town.
Oh, really?
Wow.
We had that for a while here. What was it called? Silversmith. It was right there in Roy.
I don't know.
Yeah. It had to be a private club, I think.
Mr. C said, I was still in high school and legal to drink, too. We had a gunsmithing class, build a 7mm Mauser.
Whoa.
Horseman Castle says, Adam in his own little world, not giving a about getting the job done.
I'm so like focused right now. I'm just glad that you guys are talking about something. It's not all about me.
Dave M says, this is a great project tonight. Exactly. Something my bros picked up had scattered guns in the back window. I didn't have a Harley of my own, but I would steal my dad's FXR to ride to school.
Oh, nice.
That's what the bass, this is what contributed to our generation's deafness. I agree with that. That's probably why I seriously am deaf. I love music so much. When I got my first job at Burger King, the first thing I bought was a sound system for my Jeep. Oh, I remember when everybody just saved up for a sound system back then. And it had to have so much bass. I rode a Harley 45 chop 3-wheeler with, wow, it just moved. Let's see. I rode a Harley 45 chop 3-wheeler with Krager rear wheels to high school.
Oh my gosh. We have one just like that down there, a Serby car.
Oh, that's one that like, boom, it kind of wheelies up, huh?
We can.
John said 65 Mustang. Is that what year Mustang that I had?
He had a 64.
Oh, 64. I had a lifted Dodge Warlock that I traded for a Jeep when I had the twins. Adam had a big, huge, jacked up white truck that my daughter, the oldest, would say, call it a monster truck. Are we taking the monster truck today?
Yeah, my first truck was I always wanted, because of Back to the Future, I always wanted a lifted Toyota with Nerf bars and KC lights.
Oh yeah,
And that's actually what I had when that was my first truck. It was kind of rusted out, and it wasn't black; it was red, but it had the KC lights and the row bar.
Austin said, I was the only kid in my high school that drove a mini truck. I had mini truck. I had over 40 vehicles from my junior year till I graduated.
Whoa!
Dang. I remember when Cheddar had his little purple lowrider. I think he might get mad if you say purple, but it was purple.
Yeah, it was purple.
But I think he thinks it's blue or something.
Mine as well. He's called some colorblind too.
Yeah. The drinking age was still 18. Wow, that's crazy. I didn't know the drinking age was ever 18.
All right, we're going to throw a little bit of candy on this. And then we'll shut the lights off. Let's see really how much this stuff glows.
Okay, how has no one mentioned Sizzlers? Hey, we still have a Sizzlers here.
Yeah, we like Sizzler. Well, I don't know if we like Sizzlers, but we have a Sizzlers. God. Nice. Okay.
Ponderosa. I remember that place. Do you remember that place?
Well, yeah, I think it changed into Golden Corral.
Yeah, I think it did. See, Cheddar says cobalt blue, and Tina says it's purple. Cheddar still thinks it's blue, and it's not. You had a purple lowrider, bro. I had a 91 Astro 2-wheel drive slammed with custom box with 2 12s and 2 15s. Purple. Jay says in Australia, 18 is still a legal drinking age over there. Yeah, I do remember that when we went to Australia.
Oh, yeah, I do. Actually, I remember that too.
No candy over the leaf?
Yeah, I'm mixing up some right now. We got some
Shut
green.
the lights off before the candy, then after to compare.
Oh, okay. We can do that.
Good thing I hurried and read that, MC man, before.
Oh, I'm still mixing candy.
Oh. Looks badass. Great job. Silverleaf looks amazing. I wish I had a Sizzler nearby. Well, come on over here. We have a Sizzler right here by the warehouse. A hoe was a tool you used in the garden. Doug says, I have a 64 Impala, and I had a 64 Impala and still have it. Cobalt blue with a little too much red added to that paint to make it purple. We would drive through the McDonald's parking lot and the bass would vibrate the salt and pepper shakers around the tables. Carrie says, that looks awesome. I have a 55 Chevy Gasser and a 1965 Chevy C10 4x4. I built both.
Ooh. Okay, I got some orange candy as well. So I'm going to...
That looks gnarly.
I'll probably do this side in orange. Actually, you know what? I'll go ahead and tape it up so I can do both colors on both sides.
You're going to do the lights off before and after?
Yeah, I'll do that. Yeah, okay. All right. Let's
Gnarly.
There's a lot of lights in here. I got to shut them all off. Let's see.
MacGyver. I always say that's what I am. Because I was a hospice nurse. As a hospice nurse, I always would say, "Where's my MacGyver backpack?" Because sometimes I would, have to just be at a house and use whatever things I had to make people better. So I like MacGyver. Have you made?
There you go.
There it is.
So yeah, we can see the difference. Of what the candy will do to that.
Whoa, far out. It's killer. That's cool. Nice. That's badass. Well, looks great. Ooh, rad. Cool. That's cool. That's rad. Awesome. MacGyver's my nickname at work too, says Josh. Well, we're MacGyver twins. Awesome job. Nice. That's cool. That's cool. That's wild, they said.
Yeah. Usually when there's direct light on there, it's a little brighter too. But go ahead.
Carrie says, this was a fun one tonight, 80s theme and reminiscing. I know, I like it too. I love reminiscing. It's so fun. It's also fun when you try to tell your kids about reminiscing and they don't believe you. That's so hilarious. Hope you're not climbing the steps with the lights out. Well, he was.
What's that?
Hope you're not climbing those steps with the lights out.
Yeah.
Sorry, I got to yell for the old man to hear me.
That's getting worse.
Did you see my comment about the flashlight? I don't know if I did, Austin. Were you going to say it again? We got the guy going crazy with his ears ringing, running up and down the stairs in the dark. You hear me, babe?
Kind of.
We got the guy going crazy with ringing his ears, going up and down the sketchy A stairs in the dark.
Tell me about it.
Shelby said, thanks everyone for the walk down memory lane. Yes,
sure.
I love those days of memory lane. Amazing. That would be awesome on a Cholo Softail. If you shine a flashlight right up on the pigment, it will make it glow very bright.
Yeah, I bet probably we would. Yes, for sure. I'm just going to kind of edge it too. I'm not really like aiming for the whole thing. Just going to kind of blend into the center. Oh, cool. Okay, so we'll do that one with the green. We'll come over here, do the orange.
Doug says, I remember I had to be in front of the house when the street lights came on. I remember we used to have to do that too. Penny candy at the store. Oh, yeah. We used to walk to, babe, what was that? You remember that little gas station by where we kind of grew up by each other and never knew each other, but we went to different schools, but in the same, kind of the same city. But do you remember that little gas station? It was just like a little mom and pop one. You could go there and get like 1 cent fireballs. Like,
What city?
I think it was West Point or Clearfield.
Pit stop?
Yeah, that's it. Mm-hmm. We used to walk there and you could literally get like you could get fireballs for 1 cent.
Yeah. Yeah, you can get those little candy cigarettes.
Yeah.
Love those.
Yeah, Big Country just said that.
Yeah, I love those candy cigarettes. Okay, we can kind of look and see what the difference is here. I'd love to get this to charge a little more and get a little more light to it.
Oh yeah, you remember Marlboro Miles and Camel Cash?
Oh yeah.
I remember that too. Pixie Sticks, Smarties. My grandkids still like those Smarties. Jake says, I remember Fireballs. Buddy says, my kids are 19 and 13. They both say they wish they could have grown up in our time. Yeah, I wish everybody could. They just don't know the good old days of how freaking awesome it was back then. You went to different schools together? Well, I lived in a city called West Point, and he lived in a city called Clearfield, which are how far apart from each other?
Right next to each other.
Yeah, like miles range.
Oh, yeah, they're right next to each other.
Yeah, So they were seriously right next to each other. And then he went to different elementary, junior high, and high school. So we met after high school. But then, too, another weird thing is when I was little, we lived in a trailer park. And when he was little, his dad had custody of them too, and they lived in the trailer park, and we lived in the same trailer park, but never knew each other.
Yep.
It was, just so crazy. I just remember our parents talking to me like when they were over here talking, they were talking about how they both lived in the same trailer park. We were like, what? We did? At the same time. Weird. Darren said we play hide and seek and night running through everyone's yards, hiding in bushes and stuff. Oh, heck yeah, we used to do that all the time. A TV commercial that reminded kids it's 10 p.m. Where are your kids at? What about green, then red on the bottom, and green and red on top?
I could have done that, but then I would have had to mask and stuff up. I really didn't. I was okay with it like this. But yeah, I was thinking about flip-flopping it, having both on each side. We'll see what happens. I'm going to clear this, and then I may change the background a little bit. I did the water kind of effect on that. I'm not sure how I like that. But we can always add to it. It's going to be a light effect anyway, so I can probably spice that up with something. But I have this charging up right now pretty good. Now I have this light up on 100%.
Kids will never understand riding or walking 10 blocks to your friend's house just to find out they're home or not. Oh my God, I remember that. Chocolate footballs, sixlets. Oh, I remember that, man. Can remember buying my dad a carton of cigarettes and not being big enough to look over the counter. JJ, that's a cool story. Yeah, I know. So weird that we grew up. So strange. Meant to be. Doorbell ditch. We got to live in very special times as kids. We did. Adam, you should paint more stuff in the shop with the glow in the dark paint. So when you go to turn the lights on,
You can see that is a good idea, actually. All right. You want to shut this? Should we shut this off and see what it looks like?
Yep.
All right. Let's do it. Oh, yeah.
So cool.
So, interesting. It does kind of hide. I would say it does slightly. The candy does hide the effect of the glow.
Yeah, I mean, I can see it a teeny tiny, but
more so on the orange over that than the green. I feel like the green's still kind of there, but yeah, there it is.
So cool. Tubular.
Well, that's it.
friggin' awesome. Looks like the fade candy hid the glow a little.
It did. Yep. But we'll experiment a little bit more with that as well once we do some more with this stuff. Once again, this type of paint usually isn't used for stuff that's exposed to sunlight or the elements and stuff like that, because there definitely is a shelf life to this stuff that's it will get burnt up by UV. So it's more of a novelty kind of paint. We use it here and there. I can see using it on your motorcycle if you're going to use it in sections of a graphic, but as putting it on as an all over kind of a paint, probably not. But yeah, it's cool to play with. Very, very, very different. Pretty happy with it. I may do something different with the background once we get it cleared.
Josh said, I wonder if the clear will affect it as well.
I did do some experimenting with the clear. It doesn't seem like it does. But I'll keep you posted if something does happen. But it seems like it stays the same with clear coat.
Let's do one last giveaway.
Okay, let's do it.
What should we do?
Go ahead. Want to do an aluminum panel and some tape?
Yeah,
Sure. So we'll do one of these aluminum panels, and we'll do a couple rolls of tape to get you going on these.
Okay, let's do it.
All right.
Whoa, the winner gets the glow. Let's see. You're next to the glow and stay rad.
Lewis.
Lewis.
All right.
You got to turn the light on so I can write his name down. Bro.
Okay.
I can't sneeze.
Oh, I can't. I can't even get the light on.
Oh, Lord.
There we go.
I'm not walking down those stairs in the dark. Lewis, you won.
Yep.
Hey.
Shoot us an email.
Yeah, remember, shoot us an email. I'll put it down here just in case you guys forget it.
And once again, we will be off for the next 2 weeks, but I do have some videos that are all edited and ready to go. So the Thursdays that we won't be here live, we will still have a regular edited video for you on both of those Thursdays. So that way we can kind of keep up the momentum somehow while being gone.
See you on the flip side. Have a great weekend, everyone. Thank you, Ashley and Adam.
Thanks, everybody. Appreciate the super chats.
Enjoy the break.
The new members.
Oh my gosh, yes. We love seeing all the new members. Thank you guys for the super chats and for gifting those. It's awesome.
All right, guys.
Enjoy your vacation. Yeah, we'll have fun and a good little time off and celebrate the birthday and then be back and have some new stuff coming to do. So I'm sure we'll miss you guys and stay safe. We'll see you in 2 weeks.
All right. See you guys.
Bye, guys.
Thanks.
Hopefully Adam's off his crazy train by then. Bye, guys.
Later.